Man, welcome to the 515 Real to Real podcast, where we discuss film, television, and all things industry related. My name is Bruce L. Nix Jr., and this is my man,
JT. What's up, everybody? What's up, Bruce?
Man, everything's good, man.
Yeah,
everything's
bro.
good, man. We'd like to welcome you all to another episode of the 515 Real to Real podcast.
That's right.
Man, we've been having a blast doing this, Johnny, man.
Yeah, man.
And just having fun, just talking to you guys.
Yeah, man. This right here, bro, has opened up a whole new era for you and I.
Yeah.
I mean, because, you know, we talk movies and TV all the time, and now to do it and share it with our audience, man, and to have people that really care about what we have to say about these films and television, it's amazing, man.
Yeah, because I mean we're film fans, and man,
Yeah.
we're just having a great time just doing this show, man.
Oh, yeah.
And also, man, coming into the show, shout out to Restless Mind Music for making that music for us.
Oh, yes,
man.
definitely.
Incredible, man. Love
Crazy intro.
the theme song. So yeah. So let's get into it, man. So in today's show, we're just gonna tell you a little bit about what we're talking about. Today we're talking about the reign at the box office of both the Fantastic Four: First Steps and Superman.
I told you.
Yeah, you did, man. You know, I was surprised, man. You know, I thought going into July that Jurassic World would be the #1 film, and as of right now, it still is.
It still is.
You know,
It still is.
it's at 700 million. But
Yeah.
the box office success of Superman and the Fantastic Four has been something that we haven't seen in a long time.
That's right. That's right.
Two comic book films, #1 and #2 at the box office
right.
currently. Superman has done better than what I thought it would do.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four as well, so we'll be talking about that.
We will.
And also on today's show, we'll be talking to comedian Floss the Mack.
Man, that dude is so funny. When I tell you, from his crazy antics as being a certified nursing assistant to being the lady in the psych ward, man, this dude is super funny. He is going somewhere.
Man, and just an all-around great guy, man.
Yeah.
We just really looking forward to talking to him today. And also for our two snaps, we'll be talking Happy Gilmore 2.
Man, I already know it was a great movie, wasn't it?
Man, I can't wait to talk about it,
Yeah,
man.
it was a great movie.
Looking forward to talking about that
Yep,
one, man.
me too.
And then also for our Be Kind Rewind, since we're talking about Superman and Fantastic Four, all superhero related themes, we'll be talking about the granddaddy of them all.
Come on.
Superman 1 and Superman 2.
That's right.
The reason we're doing both movies is because I personally see both as one cohesive film.
Definitely, yeah.
Even though directed by two different filmmakers,
Yeah.
I still see it as a cohesive one film.
That's right. Okay.
But we'll be talking about that for our Be Kind Rewind.
Uh-huh.
All right. So let's go ahead and get into it with our headlines.
Okay.
All right, at the box office, Superman, like you said, Superman has done very well. It opened to 120 million at the domestic box office.
That's right.
210 million global for the weekend, and it's been DC's best opening since Wonder Woman.
Man, I knew it from the beginning. I said it right here on the 515 Real to Real podcast that Superman was going to do great.
Yeah.
And I believe it was time.
Yeah.
It was time. I said they had to do Superman right. I said the trailers look like they got it right, and by George, they got it right.
I feel like they've gotten it right, man.
Yeah.
And we'll be talking about it a little bit more later in the show.
Yeah.
For our main topic. But man, I thought that it was a more hopeful Superman, and I think that's something that people could relate to a little bit more. People could take their kids to go see this film.
Yeah.
It wasn't as dark as like previous Superman films have been. But, super excited about where they're headed, and, can't wait to see where James Gunn is taking this whole DC universe.
Right. I'm ready.
Also, on the heels of that, Fantastic Four: First Steps has done very well at the box office and has been a critical success. This seems to be a little bit of redemption for Marvel's first family.
That's right.
A lot of people see the Fantastic Four as Marvel's first family, and, previous films, although they've had a lukewarm reception at the box office, this one has had a lot of critical success. It's done very well in terms of box office, and it just seems to be a move in the right direction for Marvel.
Yeah, I told you it had an uphill to climb, and it's climbing that hill with no problems.
I completely agree. And if you've seen my out of theater reaction, you already know how I feel about the film. And we'll be talking about that a little bit later in detail as well in the show. All right, Johnny. And also, it's official. The hit TV show Scrubs is making a comeback. ABC recently greenlit the reboot, And yes, Zach Braff and company are coming back. Donald Faison and all the original crew are coming back. The original showrunners and the original creator of the show, Bill Lawrence, is coming back. So everybody's, again, coming all back together, bringing it back together. And I'm here for it. What do you think about that, man?
Scrubs was one of the funniest shows out at its time. Donald Faison, they were, super funny. That cast
the
together.
Chemistry, man.
They had mad chemistry on that show. And I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this reboot, where, how the show is going to start out, or is it going to, take off from kind of where they left or where they are now. We don't know, but I'm excited to see it, man.
Yeah, I love to see how they catch you up.
Yeah.
Like when it's been time in between, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later with Happy Gilmore, but it'll be interesting to see how they can catch us up to kind of where things are.
Yeah.
Are they going to not even talk about it, or are they going to, go ahead and, just kind of put a little quick, at the very beginning, okay, this is what we've been doing in this amount of time, and this is kind of where we are today.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for Scrubs, man. That was a great show. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. And while we're on the topic of reboots, Night at the Museum is coming back as well. 20th Century is officially reviving the franchise with Sean Levy, who will be producing.
Okay.
Through his 21 Laps banner. Levy directed the original trilogy, which pulled in over $540 million at the domestic box office. And now they have the writer behind Die Hard and Stuber. He'll be stepping in to give a new take on this classic adventure comedy. And, it'll be exciting to kind of see where they go with this franchise, man.
Man, now, those movies were super funny to me. I really enjoyed them. Ben Stiller was great in them. Is he coming back as well?
You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Ben Stiller is going to be coming back, or if it'll be a completely new take on
the franchise. Either way, I'm here for it, and I can't wait to see that too.
Yeah, same here, man. Also, returning soon, we'll have Dune Part 3. It'll be coming back out. One of the most talented directors, Denis Villeneuve, is back. They began filming this July. And while it won't be shot entirely in IMAX, key scenes will be captured using the IMAX cameras. So you already know the visuals are going to be next level.
Oh, yeah.
This film is set to drop on December 18th of next year, 2026, with Timothée Chalamet returning as Zendaya and the rest of the crew. And it's shaping up to be another epic big screen experience, man.
Yeah, man, that's exciting too. Dune was a fantastic action-packed movie, and so I don't see it going wrong. And bringing back everybody, it's going to be great.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. Denis Villeneuve, definitely one of the best directors out there today, man. Could be an Oscar contender, man.
Could be.
Especially with the visuals. The visuals are always awesome with these films. But, man, I'm excited to see where they go with this next installment. And, we'll see what happens next.
Sure. Yeah, man. That's what's up.
All right.
Now, that was some good entertainment news, Bruce. Now, hey, let's get into our next segment, Forged in Steel.
Forged in Steel. Here we go.
All right, man. Now, let's talk about what's going on behind the scenes right here in Alabama. Birmingham is making some serious moves to become a film-friendly city. Now, this isn't just talk. This is real momentum building. At the center of it all, Megan Bridgman, who is the CEO of Create Birmingham, has just stepped into her new role as the director of the Alabama Film Office. She took over earlier this year, and she's already making moves. The shift is being felt. Now, under her leadership, the state is talking major steps forward. Now, thanks to Senate Bill 177, Alabama is rolling out strong film incentives, raising spending thresholds, and allowing those incentives to roll over. That's a big deal for filmmakers looking to stretch the dollar and to making Birmingham more attractive for for more producers. So I'm telling you, I've been saying it from day one. Alabama is the place to film. You can go to Atlanta, you can go to New York, you can go to California, you can go to Florida, wherever you want to go. But I'm telling you, you need to come check us out right here in the great state of Alabama.
I love to see it, man. Just seeing the progress that we've made, especially over the last few years. Just seeing this new regime come in and, just kind of moving things forward.
That's right, man.
I love to see this for the state of Alabama. It's where we both were born and raised.
That's right.
And, we've always talked about wanting to see Alabama shine in the film industry and trying to be at the forefront of that movement. And bringing other creators together just so we can build and grow this thing together.
That's right, man. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take all the film community here, not in just the city of Birmingham,
Right.
but in the whole state of Alabama coming together to make this thing happen, to move us forward, and to open that door, to kick that door down, to let people know that Alabama is the place. Everything you could possibly need, scenery-wise, whatever you need, is right here in the great state of Alabama, man.
That's right.
So, hey, that's our Forest and Steel for today, man. Remember, Alabama is the place to be.
Alabama is definitely the place to be. And normally, Johnny, this is the part where you ask me a trivia question.
Yeah.
But this time, man, I was like, man,
job.
you've been cheating me the last few weeks. You've been cheating me the last few weeks.
Nope, I have not. I think you've been looking at my notes.
Nah.
Somehow, I think you've been looking at my notes.
But regardless,
Okay.
I would like to ask you a trivia question this time.
Man, bring it on.
And again, since our theme is like Fantastic Four and Superman,
Okay.
and our Be Kind Rewind is Superman 1 and 2.
That's right.
I have a question to you.
Okay.
Or for you. I have a question for you
Okay.
about Superman 1 and 2.
Okay.
So here's the question.
All right.
In the original filming of Superman and Superman 2, director Richard Donner shot most of both films simultaneously, right? Mm-hmm. But which major cast member refused to return for reshoots on Superman 2 after Donner was replaced with Richard Lester, resulting in body doubles and repurposed footage being used instead?
Now, I'm not going to answer right now because I'm going to have to think about it.
We want you all to think about it too.
But I don't give you hard questions like that, man.
How's that a hard question?
I don't give you hard questions like that, Bruce. I give you simple and easy questions. Stuff
Simple
that
and
anybody
easy?
would know.
You give me questions that are supposed to be multiple choice, but then you pick who you want it to be.
No, I don't. I don't pick who I want it to be. And somebody actually commented on YouTube and said that I was wrong, that you was right.
Thank
and
you.
I told them no.
Thank you.
Again.
Thank you.
For that particular question, the answer that I chose was the right answer. So, and I had to laugh with them on YouTube about that, but I got you.
That's okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the question one more time just so you guys at home can get it and see if you can send in your answers. Here's the trivia question. In the original filming of Superman and Superman 2, director Richard Donner shot most of both films simultaneously. But which major cast member refused to return for reshoots on Superman 2 after Donner was replaced with director Richard Lester, resulting in body doubles and repurposed footage being used instead? Mm-hmm. So, again, don't answer.
I'm not.
Guys put your answers in the comments section below or send us an email, and we'll have the answer for you at the end of the show.
Okay. I'm using my brain right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if he gets it right. All right. Coming up next, we are going to interview, and I'm so looking forward to this.
Yeah, man, me too.
We'll be interviewing comedian Floss the Mack.
Yes. Funny guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to laugh. So you need to go find your stepdaddy right now and bring him on in, because we are talking to the one, the only, the man who can make Sarah disappear. Floss the Mack. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man?
What's going on with y'all, man? What's up, bro?
Chilling, man.
Everything's good, man. How you been?
Hey, man, I'm here. I'm blessed. Ain't nothing to complain about, dog.
Man.
Oh, good, man. Well, so here on the 515 Real podcast, we talk movies, film, and all that kind of stuff. And, we've been talking to a lot of indie spotlight artists, man. So we're thankful that you're on the show today. And, man, just really appreciate you being here.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. I really do.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Last week, Bruce, I got a message from my daughter-in-law. Yeah. She sent me a video. She said, hey, I want you to check this guy out if you've never seen him. And when I opened up the video, I said, oh, I know Floss the Mack. I had to high sign real quick. I had to brush my shoulders off a little bit and say, oh, I know him. I know him. That's my guy. So, man, when she said that, and I had already told Bruce, I said, man, as soon as we can, we need to get him on the show.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes,
man,
sir.
I was just so happy that you were able to join us today and just talk about your journey a little bit, man. And so let's get started.
Yeah, let's get into it. So for people who are like hiding behind a rock and who don't know, man, tell us about yourself, how you got started and where you came from.
Man, honestly, Okay, I'm gonna just start back to when I graduated high school. So before I graduated high school, man, I had this thing where I wanted to be a rapper. That's what I want, because I mean I love music, man. It's just one of the things that just keep me going. I play a song that I really love, and it just brings joy to my life. So I started out making music or whatever, but it didn't, man. Everybody can't be a rapper.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I had to move on from that. So when I graduated, like I said, when I graduated, I hit the ground running with music. Like I just straight out went full fledged music or whatever. But like I said, it didn't work out for me like I wanted it to. I still make music to this day, but the comedies was working. I ended up working at Brookdale Nursing Home. Brookdale, I think it's Brookdale Nursing Home or Brookdale something. Over there in Homewood or whatever. So I did that for like 3 months or whatever, and then I ended up being the mental health tech. So
Wow.
I ended up working there. I ended up getting fired because they fired me because I was late. I ain't had no issue with the residents. I had a good rapport with the residents, good rapport with the kids, all that. But me being late all the time, they just had to find some reason to fire me. So left there, went to St. Vincent's East, did that for like I'm gonna say a year, probably like maybe 10 months to a year. Um, but after that, man, wasn't a while I was working there, man. It was just something in me. I was like, I gotta do something. Like I got tired of clocking in. I got tired of people looking over my shoulder. I got tired of getting fired and all that kind of stuff. So I needed something, man. So one day I'm just like, man, I gotta do something. So I went to the bathroom. When you a CNA, when you're a mental health tech, your breaks 9 times out of 10 is gonna be in the bathroom to get away from everybody. It's in the bathroom. So I went in the bathroom one day, man. I got a piece of tissue, tied it around my head like a little what you call like a scarf. But in the men's bathroom they probably got a urinal and two stalls.
Yep.
So each one of them had a name. I gave each one of them a name: Miss Peaches, Mr. Clark, and Miss Beverly. So I just started talking to the stalls like they was people
Hey,
or whatever. So I posted that video, and it went viral, man. I wasn't expecting it.
Wow.
So it was just like from then on, man, it was like a snowball effect. So I just kept working, just kept grinding, doing whatever I need to do, and this where I'm at now, man.
Wow.
that's what's up, man. That's
That's
that's crazy,
that
man.
is.
Because that's real creative to sit there and talk to the stalls because
Hmm.
there's nothing else to do at that time. You're on your break, and you're like, hey,
Right.
I got something I
Some
want to
got to
do.
shake, man.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna talk to these stalls right quick, man.
Yep.
Now Miss Peaches will get you in trouble, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Miss
Yeah.
Peaches is
She'll
gonna
get you in
get you in
trouble.
trouble.
Yeah. And it's just so crazy, man, because if you think about it, all that long time, it was up under my nose. Like as far as like being the CNA and being a mental health tech, I could have been started doing the videos, but it took me damn near 10 years to fit, for it to click. Like, dude, you could have been doing this.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it's always God's timing. So it happened when it was supposed to
That's
happen, and
right.
like I said, man, I'm here now.
Have you always been funny? Like, has that just always been in you, part of your personality?
Man, the thing is, I always thought I was quiet. That's what I thought. People always tell me I was quiet, but people also said that I was funny. But I didn't know I was funny. I'm just
Right.
being me. I didn't dig too deep into it. I just seen my old principal when from We Known I graduated from, and she was like, she told my wife, when I seen him, I knew he was gonna be a comedian. I'm like, shit, I didn't even know she knew who I was for real. You know what I'm saying? So
Wow.
it's just crazy, man. It's crazy.
man. But let me ask you this question: with all the followers you have and all the content that you're putting out, how do you keep everything fresh?
Man, honestly, I don't know. I just whatever come to my mind, I just do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what got me here. I just do whatever come to my mind. If it work, it don't work. If it work, then I keep it. But other than that, it's just a flow, man. It's just a lot of stuff that goes through my mind. And if it's something that I feel like that could add on to whatever I posted the day before, I just continue to work, man. It's just the grind. I'm enjoying the grind. I'm enjoying the work. It's just something I enjoy doing, man. So anytime I feel like I'm slowing down, I get my pen and paper, man. I just start writing. Sometimes I don't write, sometimes I do. But lately I haven't been writing because, it's just I don't know, man. I really don't. Maybe it's just a God given talent.
Yeah.
I need to start writing, just in case an opportunity presents itself. Then I have something to show. But I guess it's like I said, it's just my mind, man. I don't know. I guess I am crazy in real life. I don't know.
And you've recently gotten into doing a little bit more acting as well, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, and matter of fact, I think it was last year, you were in a short directed by Cruz Johnson, and it was more of a serious role for you. Like, what was that like?
Man, you be honest with you, it's kind of hard, man, because people only know me from making them laugh. You know how you look at like say Tyler Perry or something.
Right.
You so used to him being Medea when you see him in the serious role, it's like, huh?
Right.
So it was, but sometimes you got to when I had jobs, man, I wanted to train in every position I could to learn everything so I can be plugged in whatever.
Right.
So me being able to do comedy and do serious as well is kind of what I'm trying to work on as well, because I want to be able to do multiple things, because I just don't want to be categorized. I don't want to be stuck in at one thing. I want to be able to do a variety of things, man, because that's how I always live my life, man. Like, as far as sports, I played football, I played basketball, I played baseball, I played tennis. I want to be involved in everything that I can. I want to get my hands dirty with anything that I can, because I don't want to be categorized in one box, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And I give you your props, man, because you killed it.
Yeah, you did,
Absolutely.
I
man.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
man. To
appreciate
see
it.
you in that role, I was like,
It was different.
it was different. It was
It was different.
It was different. And yeah,
But you
man.
absolutely killed it, and I think
I
that's the
appreciate
thing
it,
that's going to
man.
shock a lot of people, like seeing you playing a serious role.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I
Yeah.
so appreciate it, for real.
I mean, you still added a little bit of humor to it, but when you needed to get into
Yeah.
that serious, moment, had that serious moment, like you just absolutely went in,
Right.
zoned in, and killed it. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man, because like sometimes I don't even be knowing, how, because it's different from me doing it versus y'all watching it, if that makes
Right.
sense. Because I mean, most of the videos that I post, man, I don't even laugh at,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. Because a lot of people ask me for bloopers and stuff like that, but I don't have no bloopers, because I be so locked in. I be serious
Yeah.
all the time. Like, I get mad at myself. There may be a blooper, but I get mad at myself when I don't do it how I want to do it. Like, I keep doing it until it actually feels like I'm watching a movie. Somebody
Right.
actually knows how to act. So I try to zone out and just become that character like it's supposed to be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But still add my own little twist to it.
That's what's up.
Right.
Now, with all the different characters that you do, which one is your favorite?
Man, to be honest with you, I'm gonna say Tracy Mack, because she started everything.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say her, because like she's like the one that started the whole shebang. So I'm gonna say Tracy Mack, man, because like I said, she's like what I'm gonna say. She's the foundation of the
Yeah.
whole thing, the whole situation, the whole the skit, all the skits, everything. It's all centered around her and what she started. So I'm gonna say Tracy.
Okay. Now, with doing characters, you have people like Martin, Eddie Murphy, all these different comedians that that throw these different characters out there and can do them with tremendous ease. Like, so what comedians do you watch, and who do you look up to as like being like that person?
What you just said, Eddie Murphy, Martin, Jamie Foxx, the Wayans family. I ain't gonna say the Wayans, bro. I'm gonna say the whole family.
The whole family.
the whole
Yeah.
family.
That's right.
Tyler Perry, Robin Williams. I'm a fan of Kevin Hart. I like all comedians, man. Honestly, a lot of people be wanting me to say, what's his name? The older comedian.
Richard
I can't
Pryor.
think. Richard Pryor. A lot of people want me to say Richard Pryor, but I wasn't, really understanding. I didn't know who Richard Pryor was, so I can't say Richard Pryor. So the people that I grew up on was Martin, Eddie Murphy, like I said, Jamie Foxx. Those big names like that. So it's just, it gives me a sense of, hey man, listen, because like I always could change my voice up when I was younger, but I just didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
So the fact that I'm able to do it now, it just makes those voices come back that I had when I was a child, and I just place those with different with characters that I got. So the inspiration came from all those guys, man, because comedy don't have a limit. So
That's
you
right.
basically do whatever you want to do with comedy, man. It's just you got to find the people that actually want to laugh,
Yeah.
because the way the world going now, man, everybody need to laugh at something.
Man, you're so right about
That's
that.
true. That's
You're
true.
so right.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself going next? What's next?
Man, honestly, man, I want to get to the point where I can sell out the BJCC. I want to perform at the new amphitheater. I'm supposed to have. Me and my crew supposed to do a show here in Birmingham. I want to do my own shows to
Awesome.
put my own people on, and stuff like that. So. But just be fair, man. We got something coming called the Birmingham Night Live, something like the Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
We're gonna do the
nice,
Birmingham
nice.
version. You know what I'm saying? So that's something we got coming up, working on it right now. I think we supposed to do the show August 31st. So we got a lot coming, man. I'm just trying to get my face out there because it's different from being behind the camera and actually being able to go and touch people.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I want to be able, because last year, man, I told myself you got to get out. You got to get out the house, man, because. At this point, everybody know what my house look like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done did so many skits in my house, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to get out, get in public, touch people, talk to people, make different connections and stuff like that, man. So, just continue the grind, man, until I get to where I actually want to be. So
Yeah. Everything you just
and
said.
I want to do a movie too. So yeah.
Everything you just said, I honestly see it happening for you, man.
Definitely.
Like it's gonna happen, man.
Definitely, man. Especially when you have the mindset of not just me, but I want to bring people along with
That's
me.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
man,
you can't do it all by yourself. And if you could do it by yourself, then it wouldn't be worth it. So,
Right. Facts,
to
facts.
make this thing bigger and better, not just for you, but for other people, man, we wish you all the luck, man, all the success, blessings coming
appreciate
your
it.
way, brother.
Yes, sir.
Because, man, you are funny.
Yes, sir.
You are
I
funny.
appreciate
You are
it,
very
man.
talented, man. I watch your stuff every single day. I'm literally on your page every day, or when I go on Instagram and I see something pop up on my feed, I'm automatically going to it and watching it. And I'm telling
I
you,
appreciate
I'm
it,
rolling
man.
Yep.
the whole time.
That's a blessing.
I'm rolling
That's
the whole
a blessing,
time.
man.
I was wondering if
That's
one
a
of them
blessing.
characters was going to come out in this interview, and talk to us.
If you hadn't told me, I probably would have did. I probably would have popped up on here with it, man.
You mentioned just a little bit earlier that you are getting ready to do a show, and I think you said in August, and you said it's kind of like a Saturday Night Live thing. So is it going to be sketch comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
what's
yeah,
up.
yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up.
It's basically improv. We probably have like a few little stand-up comedians to come and do like a little 10-minute set or something like that, man. I'm trying to make it a good thing, man. Something different,
That's
in
awesome.
Birmingham. So, hopefully, like I said, man, we gonna it probably ain't gonna be too long, but I want to do something just to see, what the turnout will be. So that way it'll let me know, what the next thing that we could do. We probably can do it again.
That's cool.
Like a one night only type thing. It can go on tour, kind of like Wild and Out, if that makes sense.
I get you. I like that.
I was actually going to ask you that, like, what do you see it going after that? But you just answered that question.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think we do a lot with it. I think we can do a lot with it, man, because it's just something different that I don't think too many people have done it. So
I haven't seen
hopefully
anything
don't
like
nobody.
that.
Yeah, hopefully don't nobody steal it from me, but
Yeah.
it
They
is
won't-
what
they
because
won't- they
I
won't be
just
able to
gave
do it
y'all
like you
exclusive,
do it.
man.
Nah, nobody can do it like you do.
They won't be able to do it like that. But my last question for you, as somebody who is as seasoned as you are, and for people who are trying to, break into this game and really trying to learn how to work the algorithm and things of that nature, what would you say to somebody that's coming up that's trying to get into the game?
You gotta be. It's all about being consistency, man. That's the only thing to it. Like from where I started to where I'm at now, man. Listen, it wasn't easy. It was not easy at all. It's just all about consistency and working hard. Don't be scared of the grind.
Yeah.
Don't be scared of it. It ain't, it's not gonna happen overnight. It's not, man. You got to put the work in. You might go viral today, but you might not go viral tomorrow.
Yeah.
So don't beat yourself up about it. Just keep working. You gonna hit something. You gonna hit something. And I tell these people, I tell people all the time about this book I read, and I shout her out every single time. Her name is Lori Kroon, and she has a book that called God Be Known. I said this before, and it's the truth. It's a devotional book, and one of these days I read it. It was called the title was called Shoot Your Shot, and it's really self-explanatory. You got to continue. You got to stay in that gym until you actually perfect your craft, man. Shoot your shot. Keep shooting it, because eventually you're going to make that shot. And when you make that shot, at this point, it's a rhythm.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's shoot your shot, man. It's not gonna be easy. You gonna have days when you don't feel like doing it. Days you don't feel like getting up doing it, whatever. It's just a grind, man. I love the grind. Like I would rather grind than for somebody to just say, huh.
Yeah.
I want to grind for it, man. It means more.
That's what's up, man. And that's on my stepdad.
Yeah.
Bruce, you got anything? You got anything else, Bruce?
Man, we just really appreciate you joining us on the show. Love your spirit, man, and your attitude, man. And like I said earlier, man, we really see you going far. And look, we're looking to work with you again someday, man. So we trying to make that happen too. So
Yeah, we got some stuff we're gonna talk to you offline about.
For sure.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I appreciate y'all bringing me on, man. It's humbling, man, because like I said, I enjoy the grind, and to be able to be on y'all podcast, to be able to sit here and talk to y'all,
appreciate that.
To tell y'all from my perspective of what I've worked towards is amazing, man, and I'm proud of y'all too, man, because
thank you, bro.
Y'all ain't had to call me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't have to, so it's just a blessing, and I appreciate y'all, even the producer.
Man,
thank you.
Man, we got to stand up for Birmingham, man. We got to stand up for Birmingham,
That's
man.
right.
Yes, sir.
Everybody else is doing
a lot
it.
of talent.
Yeah, man.
right.
Everybody is doing it for their people.
Yep.
For their city. It's truly been past time. It's been past time, man, and it's time for Birmingham to truly stand up, to come together as a community, regardless to what genre you're in.
That's
if it's
right.
music, if it's acting, if it's comedy, if it's producing, writing, or whatever it is, man, we all need to come together as a collective and make this thing happen for the great city of Birmingham, man.
Because we can do it here. We don't have to go to Atlanta and all these other places. We can do it right here in Birmingham.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's what I tell folks all the time, man. A lot of folks expect me to just get up and go to Atlanta. I don't have to. I don't feel like I have to. I want to do it right here in my city, where I was raised, where I grew up. We got the talent, man.
That's right.
That's it.
We got it. But the thing is, we have the talent, but they end up going somewhere else.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like I can do it right here with the city. I mean, we got the resources, we got the connections. Everything got to come through Alabama.
That's
right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, we got, like I said, we got the BJCC, we got the new amphitheater, we got all type of places in Birmingham, man. We can make a lot of stuff happen. So
we got one of the #1 comedy clubs in the land.
The #1 comedy club.
That's right. The Stardome right here. So
right here.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people got their start there, man.
Many comedians got their start there.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
A lot of people, man. But man, we thank you for coming on the podcast today, man. And we enjoyed you, brother. And anything that we can do for you, please let us know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right,
I got you, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Floss the Mack.
On my stepdad.
Man, Johnny, a while back, you had us talking about TV sitcoms, our favorite TV sitcoms from the 80s and 90s. This week, we'll be talking favorite TV theme songs.
Okay.
From any decade.
From any decade.
Any decade, anytime, new, old, it doesn't matter.
Are you going to sing?
And cartoons included.
Okay.
Cartoons are included.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Yeah, cartoons are included. So if you love the Flintstones, then it's the Flintstones. If it's the Simpsons, it's the Simpsons.
That's right.
if it's Scooby Dooby Doo, then it's Scooby Dooby Doo.
Okay.
Where are you?
All right. Hey, we're going to see if Bruce going to sing like he was acting. And then we also want you all to record some videos of you singing some of your favorite theme songs send those in to us.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into it, man.
Come on.
Off the top. And we don't have to do like a top 10. At first I was like, well, let's do a top 10, but there's so many. So we'll just do whatever our favorites are. So what's one of your favorites?
Man, straight off the top of my head, Well, the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. Come on, man. Different strokes, man.
Yeah, man.
Different strokes.
That is a great one, man.
That's right.
It's very 80s.
Yes.
But it is one of those that sticks out, man.
That's right.
For sure.
That's
For
right.
sure. So I think I'll go with one of mine. I'll say, it was Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all, shooting some b-ball outside of school.
Come on,
You
man.
know,
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, man.
Fresh
That's
Prince.
one of my favorites. That's one of the all-time greatest
Now,
theme
let me ask
songs,
you
and
this.
very memorable.
Let me ask you this. Do you know the entire theme song? Not the one that they
Not the one that plays. I know
not
what you're
the one
talking
that
about.
just plays on the show, because they actually had a long
I know.
extended version
I know.
of that song as well.
So since you asked me if I know it, no.
But
No.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I've heard it.
Okay.
But I couldn't. No.
Yeah.
I couldn't sit here and recite it. No.
Okay.
No.
Now, one, I don't remember all the words, but no, I'm lying. I know all the words to Gilligan's Island.
That is one.
Yeah,
That
I know.
is definitely one.
Just sit right back and you
You
hear
hear
a
a
tale of a fateful trip.
Yep, that's it.
That started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship.
Yep.
The mate was a mighty sailor man, the skipper brave and sure.
Yeah.
5 passengers set sail that day for a 3-hour tour.
That's right.
A 3-hour tour.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to give you.
Gilligan's
That's all I'm
Island.
going to give you.
Well, since you took it back like that, I'm going to go back with one. There is no singing in it,
Okay.
but there is this. I can't even whistle.
You can't whistle.
But-
Hey, Andy Griffith.
Yeah, Andy Griffith. I
Griffith,
can't
man.
even whistle.
Come on.
But yeah,
But
Andy Griffith, one of the all-time greatest theme songs.
And no matter what, like you say, it has no lyrics to
No
it,
lyrics.
but whenever you hear it,
You know what it is.
You know it's Andy Griffith.
Yeah, you know it's Andy Griffith.
You know it's
man,
Andy
so,
Griffith.
Yeah.
You did say Scooby-Doo earlier, so Scooby-Doo is one of my
But
favorite
which one?
too.
Because there's a few.
There is a few. There's a few. Let's go back to the original Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Where
Are you? We got some work to do
Yeah.
now. That one, the original.
The original.
Yes,
okay.
that
okay.
one there.
Yeah, that is a great one.
Yeah, that was mine. That was one of mine.
That is definitely a great one. Also, another one of my all-time favorite theme songs. It's another one that I'll say is very 80s, but it's very memorable.
Okay.
It's like didn't 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 Knight Rider.
That's right, Knight Rider,
Michael
man.
Knight and Kit, man.
Yes, yes.
One of the all-time greatest themes. I mean, as soon as you hear it, it's like,
Oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun. I mean, that's one of my all-time
Man, I used to
favorites,
love sitting down watching that show, man. That
Same
show,
here, man.
Man, Knight Rider.
Yeah,
Man, I used to want a car like Kit.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
Now
man.
we got cars that do
Pretty much
almost
that are
some of
like
the-
Kit,
like
yeah,
Kit,
yeah.
you know, that do some of those things now.
Which is
but
crazy
yeah.
to even think about. But
Oh, yeah.
Kit was AI before AI.
Oh yeah, but I got another one, and probably most people that watch our show
Yeah.
may not even know this song or
Okay.
even ever watch the show.
Okay.
But Green Acres is the
the
place
place
to
to
be. Farm living
Living
is the life for me.
Yeah.
Land, spread it out so far and wide. Keep
Manhattan,
Manhattan, just give me that countryside. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So,
man.
yeah, so that was a good one.
That was a good
was a
one,
good
man. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it, man.
Okay, come on, give it to us.
Shout out Quincy Jones. Boom, 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 boom. Shout out Quincy
Come
Jones.
on, man. Sanford and Son. Sanford and Son,
You
man.
cannot go wrong with Sanford and Son. You big dummy.
That's right.
know.
You can't go
Praise
wrong
him.
with Sanford and Son.
So what else you got, Johnny?
Man, here we go. I know my parents love me.
Come on now.
Stand behind me, come what may.
Yeah.
I know now that I'm ready, yeah.
Well,
For they finally heard me say, it's a different world from where you come from. Yes, it is now. Yeah,
There it is.
There you go, man.
There it is, a different world.
A different world.
different world.
Come on, what you
All
got?
right.
What you got?
All right,
Give me
so I'm gonna take it back, man.
Okay.
Since we're gonna stay in that same time
Okay,
frame, about the
okay.
80s. Thank you for being a friend.
some.
Traveling down the road and
Back again.
it is. The Golden Girls.
Come
man.
on, your heart is true.
A friend
You're
and
a pal and a confidant. You're a pal and a confidant.
That's
bro.
it.
You're
That's
my
it.
pal.
Boom, boom, boom. Y'all know the song.
Come on, man. You gonna make me sing the whole song?
Go
I ain't
ahead.
gonna do it.
You
I
ain't
ain't
gonna
gonna
do
do it. No, I ain't gonna do it.
Man,
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do
But
it.
the Golden Girls,
Yeah,
man.
that was
That's
a good
another
one.
one of the greatest theme songs of all time.
Now, my last one for you.
All right, what you got?
Ultimate, all time.
Okay.
Here we go. Just looking out of the window, watching the asphalt grow. Think about how it all looks hand-me-down.
Good times.
Yeah. Come on, so good times, man. Good times.
Keeping your head above the water.
Yeah, you got to keep your head above the water, bro.
Yeah, you
That's
got
right.
to, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I've had fun doing this, man.
That was
Awesome
fun.
segment.
We could have been doing that the whole show, though.
Man, I'm telling you, we
really
could
could
keep
have.
this going forever,
Yeah, we
man.
could have
You know,
did that
some
the
of
whole
the
show.
all-time greatest theme songs, man, and there's always a message. Like, a thing about those shows is there was always a message, man.
Yeah.
And,
It truly was.
It was, man.
Yeah.
And, it just makes me think about, what we did on taking this leap and doing this podcast and everything, man.
Yeah.
It's just been a whole lot of trying to get up that hill. But now we up in the big leagues. Getting our turn at bat. Long as we living, it's you and me, baby.
Man, hold up, man. That's a theme song to the Jeffersons.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just because the theme song don't make it not true.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, I mean, the Jeffersons. One of the all-time greatest theme songs ever.
That's right, the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons, one
Had
of
to
the
be.
all-time greatest theme songs ever, man. I think Good Times and the Jeffersons are probably like my top two.
Oh, yeah. And the things that they did on the Jeffersons back then.
Man, you couldn't do today.
You definitely couldn't do today.
You could not do today, man. I mean, definitely way ahead of his time.
Yes, that show and Sanford and Son.
I believe so.
But the things that they said on the Jeffersons,
you couldn't get away with
You couldn't get away with that.
Yeah, you couldn't get away with it.
Unless you was on cable or streaming. But
yeah. You couldn't get away with it today.
Because if we got Uncle Baby Billy, then they can definitely get them. They can definitely do some of those things. Boy.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle
Yeah,
Baby
they do a little bit of everything on there. Yeah. But those are some of our favorite theme songs from back in the day. There's some current ones out there as well that I like very much. Succession is a great one.
Yes.
Just some really, really great theme songs out there. But what are some of your favorites? Email us at the link below or share your comments in the chat. That's right.
And still, again, send us a video. If you can, you don't have to sing. You don't have to be a great singer. Just send us a video and, hey, we'll put it up.
We'll put it up.
We'll put it up.
Exactly. All right, Johnny. So next we're getting into our main topic. And today for our main topic, we'll be talking about the box office reign of the Fantastic Four, First Steps, and Superman. What does this double hit mean for the superhero genre and DC versus Marvel?
And remember, I said it first.
You did. You did.
Said
you
first.
said you had a lot of faith in Superman.
Yes.
I did not, just because of previous iterations of the character.
Yep.
So I didn't know how well it would do. I thought fans were turned off, but I guess people saw a lot of hope in this new Superman. And so people ran out to the box office to go see him, man.
Yeah, man.
Best opening since Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
for
since
DC.
Wonder Woman, man.
Yeah.
And, I think that they kind of, went back to what Superman was even in the comic books a little bit with this one. So, but we,
It was a very comic booky film, man.
Yeah.
I mean, very comic book. It was like, it's hard to explain, but if you ever watched like Superman, the animated series back in the day, it was a lot like watching that particular show. It was like watching the animated series come to life, man.
Yeah,
to be
man.
honest. I thought Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor was great.
Yeah.
David Cornsweet as Superman, I thought he did a wonderful job. And the world building that James Gunn was able to do within this universe.
Yeah.
It'll be, I can't wait to see kind of where they go next, especially with this particular character, the way they left things off. But, between that, but here's the thing though, it's between that and then also on the heels of that, you had the Fantastic Four that recently dropped, and the critical success of it has been amazing.
Yes.
To watch, especially bouncing off of previous iterations of these particular characters. It's been great, man. If you've seen my out of theater reaction, then I'm a fan of the Fantastic Four First Steps film.
Same here.
Yeah.
I had faith in it. I knew that it had a hill to climb to get there because of what the previous films had done. But again, I had faith in the Fantastic Four. and they did what the name said. They done fantastic.
Yeah. And I mean, there's been a lot of talk about superhero fatigue or comic book fatigue at the box office, especially coming off of the Marvel coming off of a few films that didn't do quite that well with Captain America 4 and then with the Thunderbolts. It's been kind of like a, hit or miss since Endgame. Ever since Endgame, they kind of struggled at the box office with this next phase of films that they put out. I think it's Phase 5 they're in now.
Yeah.
Going into the next Avengers film, which is Doomsday. So what do you think about, like, as of right now, we have 2 comic book films as the number 1 and number 2 at the box office. What do you think that means? Are fans excited about this genre? Or is there even such a thing as superhero fatigue or comic book fatigue?
I think it has been in the past, fatigue, especially when you have some that didn't do so well. But now with the resurgence of these 2 films and how well they are doing in the box office, I think everybody is excited about it. There's been that talks of, trying to get away from the superhero stuff and be more realistic.
Right.
But I think that, you can never go wrong with the character of Superman. He's always been a hero. And then the Fantastic Four being the granddaddy of them all, the start of it. So I believe people are ready for it. And that's what they want to see right now.
Yeah.
It's telling you 1 and 2. It's telling you right there. That's what they want to see.
I believe that and this is with any genre, not just comic book films or anything like that, but with any genre, it all starts with storytelling.
That's right.
If you can start off by telling a great story, I think people will, like, word of mouth will travel.
Definitely.
The critics will, talk about it, but then, like, the viewers, like us, the people that go watch these films, like, we'll talk about it and other people rush to the theaters to go see it. But it starts with telling a great story. And I think specifically with Fantastic Four film, I think they started off by telling a great story.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to figure out, okay, like, how do you, like, because the world building, like, what Marvel has done is, like, they've created so many characters and had all of these films, and, some of it hasn't been quite as cohesive.
Yeah.
Because they haven't been able to tell, like, an individualized story.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they're trying to connect everything
together.
And this was the first time that I've gone to a Marvel film and it didn't have to connect to anything because they were set in their own world.
Yeah.
And I thought that was refreshing to see.
So it was great storytelling.
Yeah, it was great storytelling.
They took the way
they were able
to
to
get
tell
it right.
that story. Right.
They took the time to get it right, and it was great storytelling with this one.
Right. I thought with the Fantastic Four, I thought the family dynamic was excellent. Because a lot of people, they are Marvel's first family. That's who the Fantastic Four are. They're Marvel's first family. And I thought that the world building they were able to do, I like what they were able to do with the main villain of the film, Galactus. Silver Surfer was great.
Yeah.
Just like they brought heart to this story. And that, I think, not saying that that's something that was missing, but you didn't really get a sense of that family dynamic with previous iterations.
That's right.
Like, but with this one, like you got a real feel for it. Like they really truly do care about each other. They are a family. They felt like a family.
Yeah.
Pedro, like, and I'll say this, like when he was first announced as playing Reed Richards, I didn't necessarily see Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards because Reed Richards is the smartest guy in the universe.
That's right.
In Marvel comics or whatever. And I didn't necessarily like he's a great actor, and I'm always for like great talent. I'll choose talent over anything else.
That's right.
I just didn't see him in the role. But now after watching the film, I can't see anybody else being Reed Richards now outside of him because he did such an excellent job.
He did. He did a great job, man. He did a great job.
I mean, like, because like when you watch previous Marvel films, it was like Tony Stark, the smartest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Tony Stark or, Bruce Banner or Shuri or whoever. But like in this particular world, like they were the only heroes that I knew of. They didn't necessarily talk about any other heroes, but the Fantastic Four were the only heroes in this universe.
In this world, yeah.
And I don't think that's a spoiler. I'm sorry if you haven't seen the film. I'm not trying to spoil it. And I won't go into any spoiler details, but yeah, they were the only set of heroes in this universe. And, you really got a sense of how much they cared about each other and how the world viewed them in this particular universe. And so it'll be interesting to see kind of where they go.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely ready for the next one.
Yeah.
I'm already ready.
Yeah, I mean, because the way they set it up, like you can kind of get a sense of how everything is going to connect and how they could potentially be brought into the main Marvel universe. But you know, it'll be interesting to see. Also with Superman, you know, they set it up in a way that, you know, we kind of see what's coming next with certain characters within the DC universe. And of course, you know, James Gunn has already discussed, you know, Batman, doing an older version of Batman, and bringing Wonder Woman into the fold. So just like, what are some of your thoughts on just like what Marvel is doing and what DC is doing? Like, do you see DC, like, because James Gunn is kind of like trying to rewrite the ship, because we all know what happened with the previous iteration of these characters. You know, they started off like with Man of Steel, then Batman versus Superman, and I mean, you know, that's a movie that probably should have made, you know, Avengers type numbers.
That's right.
Or whatever, but it made, and still very impressive numbers. 800, I think it made like 800 something million at the box office. But when you say Batman versus Superman,
that should have just went through the roof.
It should have made $1 billion.
It should have went through the roof.
Should have made $1 billion easily. It should have been pushing for $2 billion.
Yeah,
you know, like up there with, again, Avenger numbers.
Yeah,
it should have been up there. But you know, and then each film after that, there was a slight decline. You know. So what do you feel about this new DC universe that James Gunn is creating and kind of where they're headed?
What he's doing right now, man, is, like you said, he's reinventing the wheel, basically, with me. You know, so he's bringing these characters back to where they need to be. But yeah, man, so it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. What he's doing, he's really going into his knapsack and pulling out some heavy-hitting things, man, and I believe it's going to be great. Everything's going to be great from now on.
Yeah, man. And, you know, I think with Marvel and DC, I think as of right now, I think they're both rooting for each other.
They are.
Because here's the thing. Like, if Superman is successful, then, and bouncing right off of that, like 2 weeks later, you have the Fantastic Four come out. And they're successful. And I think they root for each other because it helps the other.
It helps the other. I mean, because, you know, you have your thing where you're a DC fan or a Marvel fan or whatever, but I think there's those people out there that love both.
Right.
You know, that love both, and they want to see everybody win.
Right.
And so, and I'm that type of person. I want to see everybody win, man. So, yeah, like you're saying, I believe they are rooting for each other right now. You know, there could be sometimes where, you know, they have to battle each other.
Right.
But, you know, right now, I think it's a win-win for everybody.
And I mean, honestly, the general audience probably doesn't even know the difference between the two studios.
That's true.
They just see it as a superhero movie. They don't know the difference between Marvel or DC or anything like that.
They
just want to go see a great film.
Yeah.
And I think that's most of us. Like, even fans of Marvel and fans of DC, we want to see, like, whichever, like, and I like both.
Yeah.
You know, I'm one of those who like both DC and Marvel.
Yeah.
But you have certain sections who only like Marvel, who only like DC, and so they'll talk bad about one or the other. But, you know, I think it's good for the genre overall when you see one film do well at the box office.
Oh, yeah. And this, you know, for the comic book fans, this just, you know, puts a smile on your face.
Right.
Puts a smile on your face, man.
You know, anyone who saw my out-of-theater reaction, they know that I definitely love the Fantastic Four. You know, I thought Superman was great, especially I kind of seeing where they're heading. I think that this character, this new Superman, gave people hope.
Yes.
Like, he was a Superman that really cared about people and humanity.
Yeah, that's right.
I think it was a film about his humanity more so than anything else.
Yeah.
And I think James Gunn did a great job of kind of showcasing that.
Yeah.
Because one of his main things was like helping and saving people.
Yeah. And
like,
you know,
and all creatures. Like, he didn't want to harm anything. And so a lot of times in the film, you know, no spoilers, but he held back, and that's one thing that he did a lot in the animated series.
Yeah,
as well.
and he understands his power.
Yeah,
he understands his power, and he understands that, you know, I have to use this for good.
Right.
You know, it's easy to be evil.
Right.
But I think it takes a little more effort to be good, and they have the ultimate person showing that, and like you said, he's, you know, showing his humanity side and helping people and making sure nobody gets hurt.
Right.
So, you know, I think that's, you know, James Gunn is doing a great job with that. And, you know, Superman is Superman, bro.
Yeah. Another thing I'll say about Superman as well is like when it was first announced that they were going to bring Crypto, the Superdog, into the film, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Crypto, the Superdog? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But after watching the film, made complete sense, and I love Crypto, the Superdog. Crypto, the Superdog is like one of my favorites now. I love Crypto, the
I'm going to get me a
man.
Superdog.
You going to get you a Superdog?
I'm going to get me a Superdog.
Okay, well, we'll see how that works out, man. But going back to Fantastic Four, you know, just the world building that they were able to do, you know, and I always was trying to figure out like how in the world are you gonna go against a character like Galactus?
Yeah,
because again, Galactus is someone who's probably beyond Thanos
without
the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like Galactus is like, you know, the eater of worlds.
Yeah.
So, you know, so I'm like, how in the world, like, are they gonna go against Galactus? And it's just 4 of them.
Yeah.
You know, there's no Avengers, there's no X-Men, nobody else to show up to, you know, help out. But
that's why they,
you know, again, it was the storytelling, like great storytelling. Again, love the dynamic of the characters. Great directing by I think it was Matt Shackman, who also directed this series WandaVision, which was a great series, by the way. Great series, man. Storytelling on that was phenomenal. But did an excellent job with directing this film, and the way that they set it up. You know, if you stuck around and you watched the post-credit scene, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the way they set it up going forward and kind of where things are headed going into Avengers, the new Avengers Doomsday, man, I'm really excited about that film.
Yeah, man.
You know, bringing everybody into like, we still don't know how they're going to bring them together. I mean, we can speculate, but we still don't know how exactly they're going to bring them in.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
But, man, just got to wait and see.
I guess we do, man. I guess we do. So those are our thoughts on, you know, the reign of both Superman and the Fantastic Four at the box office. Like, what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy the films? Are you excited to see more from both Marvel and DC?
I know I am.
Same here, man. So, again, share your thoughts in the comment section or send us an email.
All right.
2 snaps.
All right, man. For this week's 2 snaps, we're going to, last week, man. July 25th, they released Happy Gilmore 2.
That's right.
This movie has been years in the making, man. You know, Adam Sandler came back. He was one of the writers on it.
Yeah.
They were able to bring back a lot of the original cast, either to be a part of this film or in cameos to be in the film, man. So we're going to jump right into it, man. So tell us a little bit about the film, man. What your thoughts were on it.
Well, man, my thoughts on it, again, one of the things I said when we talked about this movie coming out, that I was excited for Happy Gilmore 2. I was ready to see it because I was a fan of the first one. We knew how some of his comedies had not given us as much as we wanted, but I can tell you Happy Gilmore 2 did it for me.
Okay.
It was funny. I laughed. His children were hilarious. Now, one of the things that got me is how they played it out with how his wife died. That right there, man, I was like, come on.
Yeah.
She had to be taken out by a golf ball.
Yeah.
But, you know, I wasn't a big fan of that. I really wanted to see the family together in this movie, but I liked how it showed him, you know, why he got out of golf.
Yeah.
And then the reason for him going back into it was his daughter.
Yeah.
You know, with the first time it was his grandmother, but now it's his daughter, trying to send her off to Paris to a dance school, and just being able to provide for the family. You know, so the movie to me, man, was funny. It was great. I loved it. I loved how, you know, he got back into the swing of things. You know, he stopped drinking and got back in it. And like you saying, some of the cameos, I like how... Now, one of my main favorite parts of this movie was how him and Shooter came together and worked together as a team.
Yeah.
That was something. I thought when Shooter was going to get out the mental institution that he was really going to be gunning for Happy.
Yeah.
But, you know, it turned out that they were working together to preserve golf.
Right.
To preserve golf, you know, to get away from this new extreme version of what they were trying to do to the institution of golf.
Right.
But hey, that's my take on it. I don't want to take up the whole segment talking about it, but what do you think?
Well, before we get into that, did it live up to the original for you?
In terms of how funny it was, is that what you're asking?
Just in general.
In general, I would say for the most part, yeah.
Okay.
For the most part, yeah. It was it continued the story. It brought it up to date, and it didn't let me down. It definitely didn't let me down. It definitely didn't let me down.
All right. So my thoughts. So let me get into it. I'll tell you what I loved about this film. Man. I love the fact that they were able to bring back a lot of the original cast.
Yes.
There were certain scenes that really stood out to me, like the scene with the lobsters.
Oh yes.
In the grocery store. That was pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Cameo from Eminem. I love that.
Yes. I don't think a lot of people knew that was Eminem.
A lot of people didn't know that was Eminem.
But I mean, if you know the voice, you know the voice. But I don't think a lot of people knew that at first.
Exactly. But I that was one of my standouts.
Yeah.
I love the kids.
Yes.
I love the kids. Shout out to Maxwell Jacob Freeman. Mm-hmm. If you don't know who that is, MJF. That was the older son.
Yeah.
But I love that dynamic. I did not like that they took Julie Bowen's character, his wife, Virginia.
Yeah, I didn't.
Like within the first 2 minutes, she was gone.
That's the thing I didn't like. That.
I hated that. Like I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
I had to rewind because I was like, I know she didn't just die.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to rewind it because I was like, no, she didn't just die.
Yeah.
And I think that took me out the film, man.
Oh, man.
I think it took me out the film, man. I thought Lavelle Crawford was cool.
He was.
Always loved him.
Yeah.
But it did not work for me, man.
Now,
it did not work for me. I'm sorry.
Man.
It did not work for me.
It didn't work for you.
It didn't work for me.
Wow.
It did not meet my expectations for the film. Well, and that's okay. I'm glad you got enjoyment out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it, man.
It just didn't work for me.
I actually had me a Subway sandwich and then I enjoyed the movie, man. It was a good movie. My wife even sat there and watched it with me.
I got a couple of chuckles.
Yeah.
Like I said, the scenes that I talked about before, those were standout scenes, and the performances from, like I said, the kids, and like I didn't really like what they did with Shooter. I thought some of it was cool, but I didn't really like
what
that.
parts.
I just didn't like what they did with him. Like him and Happy all of a sudden being, cool. It made sense within the narrative,
sense,
but
it had to make sense because it was the two of them trying to protect a sport that Happy ended up loving, but Shooter was always in. He always wanted to be that number one golfer, and he never got the opportunity because of Happy.
Right.
But when he had the opportunity to help save golf, he had to team up with the person that was better than him at it.
It made sense, but it didn't work for me.
Come on, man.
it didn't work for me. I'm sorry.
Dude, I can't see that though. I can't see. And I know you hard on.
I'm not hard, man.
But
it's just
man,
I like what I like, man, and it just did not work for me.
God, you gotta go back and watch it again. Go back and watch it again.
So
man.
you mean I got to get another 2 hours to watch that?
Come on, dude. You're gonna have to go back and watch it again because Happy Gilmore too, man. I'm telling you.
I think I got taken out of the film when they killed Virginia.
When they
off.
killed, man. I didn't like that either.
And the way she died.
Man, come on, golf ball straight to the face. Gone.
And he was the one that did it.
Now, I hated that part. I did hate that part. Like I said, I did not like how they took the wife out.
Yeah, because when you're watching the them going around and they're doing the press junkets and all that stuff, like she's right there with them talking about the film, and then she's in it, but she's killed in the first 2 minutes of the film.
Is she black? I'm just saying. That's how it normally happens. First 2 minutes, a brother's gone. So, hey, that's my joke for today.
She was black in this film. But man, what do you guys wait, hold up. Before we get into it.
Okay.
What do you give it?
What do I give it? I personally gonna give it 2 snaps. I don't know what you're looking at them for. What you looking at them for? I liked the movie. I enjoyed the movie.
I'm glad you did.
So, what you gonna give it?
They get like a half snap. a half snap because I did like the performances again. I told you the things that I did like about the film, but I give it a half snap.
Yeah, you won't have to.
I can't even give it a full snap. Man.
You won't have to go back and watch it again.
I can't give up 2 hours like that again.
Man.
Yeah. Can't do it.
Okay.
Can't do it. But those are our thoughts.
Yeah, our thoughts.
He gives it 2 snaps. I give it a half. Maybe.
Maybe.
But what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below or
right.
send us an email.
And I want to take a vote. How many people are with Bruce and how many people are with me? Because I'm telling you.
Matter of fact, let's pin it in the comments.
We can.
We'll pin it in the comments.
We can.
Like, what do you guys think? Are you on Johnny's side? Do you give it 2 snaps or do you give it like a half snap like me? Or even less?
Oh, not I hated it.
Yeah, hated it. Shoot.
Man.
I didn't say I hated it now. I didn't hate it.
No, but I'm saying, what's less than half a snap?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That can be the third option. You either give it like a half snap, you give it 2 snaps, or you hated it.
Man.
What do you guys think?
Wow.
It's pinned in the comments below, so leave your thoughts there.
There we go. Hey.
All right. So next up, Johnny, we have the question of the day.
Ooh,
Trivia question of the day, man.
Trivia question of the day. I told you, you stole my job.
I stole your job. Just this time, man. Just this time. So I'll read it again.
Read it again.
All right. So our trivia question of the day is, in the original filming of Superman and Superman 2, director Richard Donner shot most of both films simultaneously. Mm-hmm. But which cast member refused to return for reshoots on Superman 2 after Donner was replaced with director Richard Lester, resulting in body doubles and repurposed footage being used instead? Do you have an answer?
That's a long question.
It's a very long question.
Very long question. And during the show, I've had time in the back of my head
he probably
to think. When I've been sitting right here with you, but I had time to think, and I almost to myself said the wrong name.
Okay.
But I do have an answer.
What's your answer?
I do have an answer.
Okay.
You want my answer?
Yeah. What's the answer?
I got one.
Okay. What is it?
I mean, you want it?
I want the answer.
You want the answer?
I want the answer.
I won't deny. Okay, you want the answer. Okay, so I'm going to say Gene Hackman.
You are correct.
I knew it.
Yes. You are correct. Gene Hackman is the answer to the question. So following Richard Donner being replaced with director Richard Lester, Gene Hackman refused.
He refused.
He refused to get back on set, and so they did end up having to do like a lot of reshoots and use some doubles and do some dubs of his voice. If you go back and watch the Richard Lester version of the film, and you really pay attention to his voice, like you can tell it's a different voice.
Yeah,
it's dubbed over heavily.
You can.
It was just one of those things. Like, and then like watching the Donner cut of the film. Have you ever watched the Donner cut?
I have.
Yeah, man. Like you can see like
That's
a lot
what
of
we
his
do, man. We watch film and TV, man. That's what we do.
I mean, if you ever go back and watch, like you get to see like what his true vision is, and he didn't even really get a chance to completely finish out like his version of the film, because a lot of people don't know this, but in the original film, and we'll talk about it a little bit later in our Be Kind Rewind, in the original film, when Superman reversed time, that was supposed to be the ending for the second film.
Oh, wow. Now, I don't think I knew that.
A lot of people don't know that, but that was supposed to be the ending to the second film when Zod and Ursula and the rest of them came.
Wow.
Okay. That was supposed to
I did not know that.
Yeah, that was originally for the second film.
Taught me something today.
But that was it for our trivia question today.
I got it right.
He actually got it right. I thought you were going to say Marlon Brando. Because there wasn't like he didn't return.
Yeah, he didn't return.
He didn't return for the film, but
But see, there you go. Multiple choice.
No, it's not multiple choice. He didn't return for the film at all, though.
Okay, but still.
No.
Okay.
He didn't return for the film at all.
Okay.
Gene Hackman was actually in the film.
He was, but still. He didn't return either. But, hey, I digress. I got the answer right, though.
All right.
I got it right. I got your answer. The answer that you had on your paper. I didn't give you an answer that you thought of that was supposed to be right. I gave you the answer that was on your paper.
So y'all see what I got to deal with.
Hey, this you didn't like Happy Gilmore.
I gave it a half snap.
That don't count.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah, basically.
I did.
Basically, you did.
Anyway, now we're getting ready to get into.
Hey, it's time for our Be Kind Rewind, baby.
Be Kind Rewind videos a la carte.
right, Be Kind Rewind. This time we're talking Superman 1 and Superman 2.
Superman 1 and 2.
We just talked about it in our trivia question. I just gave you a little tidbit of
And
information
I got it
there.
right. Yeah, and you taught me something.
Yeah, I just taught you something. That the original ending for Superman 1 was supposed to be
For Superman 2.
That's exactly it, man.
Yeah.
So, the telling of Superman, man, it was such a groundbreaking film for the time.
Yes.
And Superman is the granddaddy of all of these films.
That's right.
Like all the superhero films, it all started with Superman. That was the original.
1978.
1978. And the tag for the film was like, you'll believe a man can fly.
That's crazy.
And that you did, man.
Yeah,
like
you
when
definitely
watching
did.
it as a kid, man, it was like the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I love Superman growing up.
Same here, man. I loved it.
Yeah. And man, we have to talk about the job that Christopher Reeve
Come on,
did
I told you, man.
in this film.
Like I told you
just
before,
touched on it.
he is the ultimate Superman.
He is.
You cannot outdo Christopher Reeve as Superman.
And Christopher Reeve was young at the time. I think he was only like 23 years old.
Definitely.
When he took on the role of Superman. And the reason why we say that he's the greatest Superman there has been is because, like, it's just something that you can't, it's one of those intangible things that you can't really put your hand on and really touch. But he had such a charisma as Superman. Like, you just believe, like, just the way that he would look at Lois Lane or the way that he would smile and, the confidence that he exuded as Superman. And then how all of that was so different from what Clark Kent was.
Yeah.
It was just, it was amazing to see. And one of my favorite scenes in any type of comic book film or superhero themed movie at all, like, happened in this film. And it's the scene when Superman first appeared in Metropolis. When Lois Lane is getting on the helicopter.
I knew it.
When she's getting on the helicopter and then the helicopter is on top of the roof and then it ends up like falling off.
Yeah.
And people are witnessing like her hanging off for dear life from this helicopter. And then like he looks up and he hears all the commotion, or Clark Kent hears all the commotion. And then, he goes into the telephone booth.
Yeah.
I think it was. No, it wasn't even a telephone booth. It was the door.
Yeah, he went the revolving door.
He went in the revolving door and then he came out. And the guy said, "Say, Jim, that's a bad outfit." That was my part right there, man. And he said, "Excuse me for a moment."
Yeah.
I mean, just that little gesture, that "excuse me for a moment," and then he just took off flying.
Yeah. Straight G.
And she falls, and he catches her, and he's like, "Don't worry, miss, I've got you."
Yeah.
And she's like, "You got me?
Well,
who's got you?" And that was like one of the greatest. Lines and greatest moments in any comic book film.
Yeah.
And then like he catches the helicopter with one hand.
With one hand.
While he
got
has her
here, helicopter
right.
here.
And then just puts her down. He tells her like flying is still one of the, however, whatever
still
the
one of the
was,
safest
ways of flying, travel.
Yeah, travel.
Or whatever. And then he just flies off and then she passes out. Man.
Yeah.
You can't.
That's straight player, man.
It is.
That's straight player. Hey. That's straight player. You can't. That's why I say you can't go wrong with Clark Kent, Superman. You can't go wrong, man.
Christopher Reeve was so great, man. And then let's talk a little bit Lex Luthor, man.
Come on,
Gene
Hackman, man.
Yeah,
I think Gene Hackman, man, it was the best Lex Luthor to me.
Yeah,
I really think, and he was a genius supervillain, man. Gene Hackman, man, come on. There's not much you can say.
The first two films, again, like I said, in unison. So one of the schemes from Lex Luthor is like it was a land. Like he wanted land. He wanted to own land and be, the king of, this particular plot of land. And so he was going to destroy half of the eastern seaboard
to get it.
Right. Yeah. But in the process of doing this, Lois Lane, like something that was unheard of at the time, Lois Lane is actually killed in this film.
Yeah.
She died in the film.
Something that you wouldn't have thought would have happened.
At that time, for the very first film,
they killed Lois Lane.
Right.
You wouldn't have thought that would have happened.
No. And so, in a fit of rage, Superman...
player. Come on, player.
He flew into the atmosphere.
That's right.
And began to fly around the earth, even though he was told it was forbidden.
Yes.
for him to interfere in human affairs, but he knew that like he was human.
That was his girl.
Not only that, but he was human himself.
That's right.
And he witnessed all of this destruction
Yeah.
that he couldn't prevent. And so he flies around the earth. He reverses time.
Reverses time.
Flies so fast. He's so powerful that he can reverse time, but just by flying around the earth. However many times he flew around the earth.
I don't know, because he started going super fast.
Yeah. And then he, stopped time and he went back, and Lois Lane was okay. She was back alive.
Yeah.
And he stopped Lex Luthor, man. And that was the end of that film, man.
But next time I get in trouble at home, I'm going to say, baby, I'll rewind the earth for you.
Rewind the earth.
Rewind the earth for you.
That's right. And so, and then like Superman 2 picks right up from that. Now, again, like there was a lot of controversy because Richard Donner directed the majority of the film.
Majority of it, yeah.
But at the last minute, because of creative differences, like he was replaced with Richard Lester, who came in, and I think he added a little bit more of the comedic element.
Yes, he did
to the film. I have to say this, and still, I don't care how many. Like one of my favorite superhero comic book villains, Zod. In this movie, like I love Zod. Kneel before Zod.
Yeah.
Terrence Stamp was excellent as Zod. Man.
Oh yeah.
Just to see Superman finally going against someone that could hang with him. But now here's the thing though. Superman is madly in love with Lois Lane. And then because of love, he ends up sacrificing his powers in order to be with Lois.
Yeah. Would you sacrifice?
We all make sacrifices.
That's right.
We all make sacrifices.
That's right. We do. We do.
But he ends up sacrificing, his powers for his love, Lois Lane.
Man, come on now.
But in the process,
the
world is being taken over, and they know nothing about it because they
off
in love land.
In love land.
Yeah, they're off in love land, and they the way they found out is like they were driving, I guess, back to Metropolis, and they stopped in this diner.
Yeah,
and they see the news report. But before seeing the news report, Clark gets beat up bad.
He gets beat up.
Because this guy tries to hit on Lois.
He thought twice then.
Yeah, this guy tries to hit on Lois, and Clark tried to stand up to him, and he got beat down.
He got beat down. First time ever feeling pain.
He got beat down. It was a new feeling for him.
Yeah, it was something new.
something brand new.
That's right.
And so after that, he knew he had to do something.
He had to do something. He had to get his powers back.
Yeah.
Had to get his power back and save the world.
So he goes back to the Fortress of Solitude. That's right. And, he was able to get his powers back. Then we see that Zod, Ursula, and Non have taken over. Like Lex Luthor is, he approached them when they were at the White House.
Yeah.
And, it was like, man, they had such great lines, man. They were like, who are you?
Yeah.
They didn't even know. He was like, who am I? Lex Luthor.
You don't know me?
He's like,
need to know me.
Yeah, exactly. And so Lex Luthor tells them the way to get to Superman is through Lois Lane. And so they fly to the Daily Planet.
That's right.
They find Lois Lane, and that's where we find, three of them.
Yeah.
And Lex Luthor says something to Zod. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he says like, "Why would you do such and such?" I can't remember exactly what he said word for word. But one of my favorite lines, and he said it so smooth. Zod said, "Why do you say these things when you know I will kill you for it?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, this guy, he is cold." He's cold, but he said it so smooth, man. And it was just like, man, I love Zod, and like his one thing was like that kneel before Zod.
Yeah,
they were all kneeled before Zod. One of my favorite characters. But then Superman shows up, and he was like, "Hi, General, would you mind stepping outside?"
Yeah,
I was like, "Wow, cold line right there."
Cold line.
And then they fight, man. And there's so much destruction being caused, and one thing, and there's this one particular scene that really stood out, and was like, man, that's why he's Superman. Because when all this destruction is happening, like he looks around at it and he's like, man, stop it. The people. He screams out the people.
Yeah.
And he's looking at all this going on around him. And then he flies off.
Yeah. Because
he knows that if he stays there, there's going to be a lot of destruction and a lot of people are going to die. And so he flies off, and they're like, look, he's scared. Like, look at him. This is, your so-called Superman. And so he ends up flying to home.
Yeah.
He flies to the Fortress of Solitude. And, they know he cares about Lois Lane, so they take both her and they take Lex because he knows Superman's address.
That's right.
And so they fly to the Fortress of Solitude, and there they find Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And again, another fight ensues. And one of the funniest things that happened, man, he threw the plastic cellophane.
Oh, yeah.
He throws the S at him, and you know. But Lex, seeing what Superman did before, he was like, if you put him in that chamber, he'll lose his powers.
Yeah.
That'll take his powers away. And so Superman, he was like, because he made a bargain with Lex.
Yeah.
You know, he was like, man, don't tell them, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go in this chamber, and if I get them in there, then it'll
It'll
take
take
away
their
their
pow-
powers.
yeah.
And Lex is like, hey, he's trying to fool you. Don't go in there. He's trying to fool you. If you go in there, it'll take your powers away, and it'll make you like me.
Yeah.
Don't do it. And so they were like, all right, Lex
You go in
Luthor.
there.
Yeah. King of whatever land
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
You're that king of that.
That's right.
And so Superman goes in the chamber, and all the lights start flashing on, but it's on the outside.
On the outside.
And so he comes out, and Zod is like, kneel before his eyes. So he bends down, he grabs his hand, and then he crushes his hand. He crushes his hand. And, you know, he played a trick on him.
He took their powers.
And
because he knew Lex wasn't
knew-
going to hold on to it.
He knew Lex was going to double cross him. And so that's what it was, man.
Yeah.
And so he ends up defeating him. And Lex being Lex, you know, he tries to play like, man, I knew it. You know, I knew we were together all the time. He's like, quit the game, Lex.
Yeah.
You know, and so he takes Lex Luthor back to jail. You know, he goes and, you know, he fixes, you know, he puts the flag back on top of the White House and all this kind of stuff. And then something that I'll say wasn't very Superman-like, but he did it.
What was it?
Man, he went back to that diner at the party.
Yeah, I got to get my revenge.
Yeah, he went back to that diner.
Get my
He was like,
revenge.
all right. He was like, yeah, you got me then.
Yeah.
But hey,
You ain't going to get me now?
nah, man. And I mean, he messed that dude up.
Yes,
The
he
dude
did.
tried to hit him.
Yeah.
And he broke his hand
Broke his
trying to
hand.
hit him. And then everybody's looking at him like, man, what happened? He said, oh, I've been
Been working
out. You know? So, man, you know, then we get the classic Superman flying off into space, waving at the camera and, you know, flying over the earth.
Flying
man.
over the earth.
Christopher Reeve is just unmatched in that role, man. I still haven't to this day seen anyone to, you know, reach that level just yet. We'll see what they do going forward with David Cornsweet Superman and what James Gunn has created. But to this day, Christopher Reeve is He is Superman. He is Superman.
He is Superman.
And was Superman.
That's right.
Shout out to Christopher Reeve.
Yes.
And, you know, everything that he was able to do with that character. Man.
Yeah.
He made us believe that a man could fly.
That's right. Made us believe it.
So that's our Be Kind Rewind, man.
Yeah, man.
And we've come to the end of another great show, man.
Yes, man. Bruce, I'm telling you, I had a lot of fun.
Me too, man.
Doing those theme songs.
Theme songs were great, man.
Man, that was great.
And there's a bunch we missed, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, we only got so long.
We'll have to bring it back later on.
We'll bring that back.
We'll
We'll bring
later.
that segment back, man.
Yeah.
You know, because it did take a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill.
Again.
Yeah. Now we up in the big leagues. Getting our turn at bat. As long as we living. Me and you,
baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Man, that's the theme song from the Jeffersons.
Like I said, just because the thing song don't make it not true.
That's right.
What do you guys want to see next, man? If you have any comments, any questions, any topics you'd like for us to discuss, what can they do, Johnny?
Y'all can hit us at the email that's on the screen right now. Y'all can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads. Also, leave comments right here on YouTube.
And follow us on all other platforms in terms of where podcasts can be found,
That's
like
right.
such as Spotify.
Spotify, please go listen to us. Or if you're in your car and you can't watch this film right now, listen to us on Spotify.
That's right. That's right. So, for the 515 Real to Real podcast, I'm Bruce Dale Nix Jr.
And I'm your man, JT.
Thank you guys for joining.
But Bruce, before we go,
Uh-huh.
something I've been wanting to tell you.
All right, what's up?
I think now is the right time.
All right, what's up?